Alright everyone, as you can see, this is Asus Rog Maximus XII Hero Wi-Fi motherboard. Recently I built this new PC, so I need to install the Windows on it. Because of nowadays all Asus motherboard comes with TPM 2.0, so it would be simple and easy to install Windows 11 into this new computer. Alright, so if you don't know how to create a correct bootable Windows 11 thumb drive, then you can check the video link would be in the description, which one would tell you how to create correctly the Windows 11 USB disk. So I do have one. As you can see, this one I created. It took about 20 minutes to create it, and that is 16 gig capacity. I tried with 8. I had a little bit of problems, so I feel 16 GB would be fine. Anyway, let's connect this bootable Windows 11 into the USB port and press the power button. Once you press the power button, it's going to give you this screen anyway. It's going to tell you everything, like, because of this is brand new, like please enter setup to recover BIOS settings. So once you see this screen, if you want default, then you need to press F1. Once you press F1, then it's going to take you directly to the BIOS screen like that. And if you don't see the screen, then you have to press F2, which is default button, to get into BIOS. By the way, this video would be in detail, so if you would like to jump into the correct settings, then you can see the timestamp into the description. By the way, as you can see, the screen, the interface, that is called advanced mode. Anyway, the Asus Rog motherboard always comes with two sort of BIOS interfaces. One is called advanced mode, which one you can see. Another one is called EZ mode. So EZ mode is little bit different than advanced mode. Advanced mode is kind of traditional BIOS interfaces that you can see with advanced, then boot, tools, exit and everything. And if you press F7, it's going to take you directly to the EZ mode, and you can see on the top it's going to say in which settings it is. So let's press F7 and see how it is. As you can see now, it's EZ mode. And EZ mode would tell you all about the DRAM status, BIOS, and then on the right hand side the boot priority option. On the left bottom, as you can see, the fan profile, temperature and everything. By the way, if you would like to change the boot priority, as you can see, just click and hold with your mouse and drag on the top, or if you want, you can put it down at the bottom to change the boot priority. Also, to get into directly to the boot menu, you can press F8 from here. As you can see at the right bottom, it says boot menu, to press F8. So now, before we get into the boot menu, we're going to change the couple of settings. As you can see here, now if I click any one of the option, the system would try to boot up from here. But by the way, we have to change the settings first. So first we're going to get into advanced mode. That would give you a clear picture to change the settings. And from here, we're going to see few options. Okay, so first of all, we need to get into advanced. So in here, first of all, I'm going to get into USB configuration and click here. Once we click here, we can see the legacy USB support is enabled. Okay, so if you'd like UEFI boot, you have to make it disable, otherwise it would not work properly. But if you would like legacy, then you have to make it enable. Because of I'm going to install Windows 11, so I'm going to disable it and then go back to the other option. Okay, so once the USB configuration is done, the next one would be TPM. All right, but by the way, in this motherboard, I had a lot of complaints from my viewers there that say they are unable to find the TPM settings in advanced mode. I'm going to show you right now how to change the TPM. By the way, it doesn't say TPM directly. So in the advanced section, if you go to PCHFW configuration, so click here, PCHFW configuration, and as you can see, it says PTT. All right, so this ROG motherboard, it doesn't say TPM directly. By default, this is disabled. So make sure you make it enable, and once you try to make it enable, it's going to give you a kind of warning. Okay, read it if you would like, but there is no other way. We have to press OK to make it enable. So I'm going to press OK. Once I press OK, PTT, which is TPM 2.0 version, would be enabled, and that would be ready for installation the Windows 11. And now we done two settings, USB configuration and then TPM. And now the third one is most important, which is secure boot. Once you get into the boot menu, click on boot, then you can find directly there is a option called secure boot, and also on the top is called CSM. So once you get into secure boot, make sure you choose Windows UEFI mode. Once you choose that, it's all done. And now we're going to press on exit, and there are a few options. The second one says save changes and reset. Okay, so that is the option we need to choose. Once we click on here, it's going to tell us like what we did. Highlighted option, as you can see, we turn on PTT from disabled to enable, legacy from enabled to disabled, and OS, secure boot, we choose Windows UEFI mode. So that is the good option for Asus Rog motherboard. I do really love it because I can see at a glance what I done, what's the changes I made. So press OK. Once you press OK, the system would restart. While it restarting, what you can do, you can keep pressing F8. So that would give us directly the boot option. It would give us the choice, either if you want to choose the bootable Windows 11 thumb drive, that one we connected to the PC, or internal SSD, or whatever it is. So it takes a little bit of time. Don't be confused if the screen doesn't come on straight away. Now keep pressing F8. Once you keep pressing F8, it's going to give you the boot menu. Okay, from here, as you can see, that is my USB. Both of them are same. There are just two partitions. Choose one of them, the correct one, and once you choose it, you're gonna see the Republic of Gamers logo, and it takes time. Don't be confused. Even your machine is so faster, you might be confused why it takes so long. That's the way it is, you know. By the way, my one has Core i9 10 Gen and this Rog X2 motherboard, which is one of the top one, but still it took more than 30 seconds to load up. So as you can see, now we are into the installation page, which is absolutely brilliant. And now we can choose the correct settings and hit next to install Windows 11, or if you like Windows 10. This is the same procedure. Now I'm going to say I don't have the product key anyway. I'll activate it later. And now I can choose whatever I have. Okay. And rest of the video are quite standard. You don't have to do any settings or anything. By the way, I'm going to keep recording it until we get into 100%, just to make sure there is no any error message or anything. I hope you'd enjoy the rest of the video, and please, if you do like part of this video, consider to subscribe to this channel, and I hope you would like and share this video. So finally it's all done, successfully Windows 11 installed. Still, if you do have any question, if you do have any error message or anything, feel free to leave it in the comment section. And once again, please, if you do like, hit the subscribe button, and I hope I will see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.